Sorry, we have
I'm so
inter.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, sure. Actually, you are not audible. Yes, you may please start.
Okay, yes. I'm so sorry, ma'am. Sorry to
No,
interrupt.
no, no
Yes.
worries, no worries.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of HSNC Board's Nari Gursahani Law College and Law Teachers India, I would like to welcome you on the day two of our national level faculty development program for law teachers on use of AI in teaching and research. For the today's session, we have Advocate Ms. Samiksha Vaishnava with us. Before we begin, before I introduce our esteemed guest for today's, I would like to tell you that this is going to be a practical session, a very demonstration based training, so kindly put your questions in the chat box. We will not be able to unmute, but when we have a very lengthy question or any big question, we will address it at the end in the Q&A session. Yes. So it is my privilege to introduce our speaker for today, Ms. Samiksha Vaishnava. She is a legal editor and outreach coordinator at Manupatra, India's leading legal research platform known for its advanced legal databases and SAS solutions. A graduate from BML Manjur University, Gurugram, Ms. Vaishnava has a strong foundation in legal research and writing, and her work at Manupatra focuses on delivering content that is clear, concise, and highly accurate. She regularly conducts webinars on legal research techniques and moot court preparations, guiding students and professionals on the effective use of Manupatra's resources. During her law school years, she was also the recipient of prestigious Achievers Award, recognizing her academic excellence and outstanding internship performances. We are delighted to have her with us today. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining with us. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the warm welcome. First of all, I would like to welcome each one of you to day two of the FDP program. As already mentioned by Miss Anmol, that this session is going to be hands-on. I have a presentation to make. I will, present that, and along with that, I just request each one of you to please log into Manupatra. Manupatra AI is the URL that you would want to click to, and after that the login ID and credentials are provided in the chat box. The username is law FDP and the password is manu at the rate 2026. So especially for this program we had created this login ID credential so that you all can do this hands on. I just share my screen for the presentation. Just a second. And please let me know when the screen is visible, right? Okay. Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, your screen is very much visible.
Perfect. Right. So can you see the presentation that is there?
Yes, ma'am, we can see the slides.
All right. Thank you so much for confirming. And just okay. So today's session, the only focus will be how do we use AI tools for legal research, right? We'll start from very basics. We'll understand, how AI is helping in legal research. How, you are using AI not only for getting that correct article and you will say that, this is written by me. You are giving prompts to OpenAI saying that, write this article in a manner, give credits, give this, give that. No. What we'll do today is we'll actually understand the use case of AI in legal research. How is it helping us? What are the do's and don'ts? Like, most importantly, it is to also understand that how do we use AI, what are the pros, and also where do we have to restrain, how, what are the checks and balances that we should also maintain. So first of all, why legal research needs AI? uh, we all understand that in law every day there are huge number of cases, rules, regulations, statutes, circulars, commentaries, etc. Right? It is practically not possible for a single person to cross check everything at a single point of time. Therefore, because of this explosion of legal information, we have this AI so that we can generate summary, we can generate gist of the document, we can also stay updated with the recent happenings while adding the prompts that we would want. Also, there is very limited time for both teachers and the students, right? We have a critical academic work, we have research, we have projects going on, we have everything at a time, and we have to manage that. Also, when you are manually researching, earlier there were traditional ways of legal research, wherein we used to add those booleans, we used to add those, words that are, for easing the legal research process. Those that very process was very, you will say, time taking, right? Because in order to get the valid results, we had to break down the query. Firstly, we used to understand the query, right? What is it? Then we used to break down the query, then we used to make these sub queries out of it, and then we used to add it on Manupatra. I'll just show that, earlier what we used to do. This is Manu search on Manupatra, right? Earlier, if I would have to type anything, I would have to only type the keywords like arbitration, right? And then act vested, let's say. This is just a query. I am not able to type the whole sentence, I am not able to type a question, I am not able to type 4 5 liner explanation. And then when I got the results in, you all can try with me hands on. When we tried the results, what we saw that the case name is there, right? We saw that act, vested, whatever keyword that we typed, that is getting reflected. Now further we had to filter it by courts, let's say Supreme Court or High Courts or Calcutta Court, etc., etc. We had to, check the relevance also, whether it is cited most, whether it is, new, whether it is and whether it is an act which might have not been in effect as of now. So we had to check a lot many things. There is no doubt that even this also helped us get the valid results. The only thing was that it was a bit time taking process, right? We had to search for it, and after that the process took a bit time, so that it is the query that we are putting in, it is understandable. And after that, even after typing the keywords, we had to, filter by various options, we had to check for the other keywords that we have. So this manual search, doing the research, putting in the keywords, it took a lot of time. So therefore AI came in, right? On Manupatra, you can see a specific AI search that we now have. You can type anything, and this query, this will not only help you understand the, keywords. It will help you. The AI will help you in, adding the intent behind your query. It will not only pick up the words as if it is only the keyword that you are typing. It will also go beyond that. It will take case laws, it will take the examples, it will take whatever you are not even typing. So you need not necessarily type everything, every keyword, filter everything together. We'll do practical examples hands on as well. This was just a beginner, right? So that is why we can say that manual research is a bit slow. Also, AI understand the legal context, not just the keywords, and searches the full legal universe, right? There is there is also improvement in, you can say, accuracy and consistency. AI will reduce the risk of missing relevant cases or authorities. Of course, you will always need to cross check it, but AI will reduce the, you know the thing in which, you have to again cross check, you have to again refine your query, again break down your query. That part is minimized. So traditional versus AI assisted research. In traditional, it is keyword based, right? As we discussed, there are Boolean operators. It is time intensive. You are putting up a query, you have to firstly think that, okay, this is the broader question, then you have to break it down, then you have to understand that while you are breaking it down, the keywords that you are putting, that should make sense, and along with that, the query part, it should, the keywords should be framed in a way that you will get the relevant result. With AI, you type the natural language. Even if you want to type, what does a contract mean, right? Let me just type a very simple query on AI, right? Of a contract, right? I'm not even checking that whether, the sentence is clear, whether the keyword is clear. I just have a question in mind and I have just typed that question out. I have just, put that forth in the AI. I want to see that what does the meaning of a specific terms mean. You can see AI analysis, a contract at its essence is a legally enforceable agreement. The Indian Contract Act 1872 forms the core legal framework. Section 10 of the Indian Contract Act stipulates that an agreement becomes a contract if it is made by free consent, that essentials of a valid contract, consent of the parties competent to contract for a lawful consideration and with a lawful object, and it is not expressly declared to be void. On the left hand side, I can also see a list of cases, important cases that might have discussed the meaning of contracts. So you see, it took me hardly 10 seconds to get the results. If the same thing I would have to do with the keyword search, I would be typing contract, near, meaning, boolean, and then searching it, and then again refining my query, then going to the codes, then going to the relevance, and this journey starts and starts and starts. Right? It is a never ending process. But with this Manupatra AI, I am able to get the results very accurately. Is there any doubt that anyone has till now, participants?
We can start ahead.
Okay. I think some, okay, please search. Okay. Yeah, I'll give the URL so that, it is a bit easier for the users. Just a second. I'll just paste it.
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah, this is the URL because mine was logged in. So okay. Yeah, you all can check from here. Right? Just click on it, add the login ID credentials, and do this, examples hands on along with me, right? Side by side. Just a
Yes,
second,
ma'am.
I'll just
Thank you.
cross it. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. So it is natural language, AI assisted search. I'm using natural language. It is concept based. It understands my query. You just saw that, when I was searching for uh, a contract, what does that mean? I just typed whatever came into my mind. And let me tell you this thing, I had not prepared that, I will go and I'll search for what is a contract. It just came to my mind and I just typed it out. Now, examples of how AI search things like a lawyer. Example one, anticipatory bail you are typing, right? Traditional keyword search, you will type anticipatory bail or then you'll type section 438 CRPC. This also, misses cases discussing fear of arrest, personal liberty, or misuse of process. AI search, when can anticipatory bail be granted? Just as simple as the contract query that I had typed. Simply, it connects liberty, threat of arrest, misuse of law, everything. Right? Example two, fraud contract misrepresentation. So over here, let me just, copy this query. Very keyword search example, very good keyword search example. And the second is, what is the test for fraud in contracts? Very simple. It came to my mind and I typed. But when I'm typing fraud, contract, misrepresentation, then it is actually, I have to think through it that what could be those three, terms be so that I can get the exact results of the, fraud in a contract, misrepresentation in a contract. See, now it is not giving me the analysis part, right? It is just giving me the cases. It is giving me the queried results, fraud, misrepresentation, contract. It is also, somehow it is also giving me the sections. But now I have to open this case, right? I have to go through this case. I have to check the relevance of this case. The another thing that we have also made simple is that we have AI generated gist. So what GIST is doing is, it is actually helping me out to get the valid, to understand whether the case at hand is valid for me or not. only in 4 to 5 lines, it is giving me the gist of the case. What is a gist? Gist is something that will give you in 3 to 4 lines the basic understanding of a case. So to make one's life easy, we also incorporated this gist part. But let me take the second example, wherein I am only it is the same example but on the AI search, wherein I'm only putting up the question. Right, it is giving me the analysis part, it is giving me the valid results, it is giving me that case law which is important for my search that I'm just typing out. you know I have not even typed the question mark, I'm just what is the test of fraud in contracts, and let me see whether it will give me the accurate result or not. Because while I was searching for the manu search, the query search, wherein I was breaking the parts, I had to think through, right? So over here, I'm just typing the question. So it will just take a few seconds, right? See, this test for fraud, it is just, you can see my question, it is giving the answer to my question. The test for fraud in contracts under Indian law is primarily governed by Section 17 of Indian Contract Act. This section defines fraud as certain acts committed by a party to a contract or with their conveyance or by their agent with intent to deceive another party or to induce them to enter into the contract. Right, you can see that my question, directly from my question, it is giving me the answer. And you can see these are the cases. These are the cases at hand that I have. Now I can also ask a follow-up query, right? A follow-up query is the query which I'm asking after my the primary query that I had, right? What is this test of fraud in contracts, right? What does fraud mean? Right? From the query itself, I am putting up a follow-up question, a follow-up query. So this is I'm not only, typing the main query, but I am also typing the follow-up query at hand, right? And we have also given the disclaimer, right, that while you are asking a question, you should always cross-check. See, it is also giving me query number 2. What does fraud mean? In the context of Indian contract law, particularly under the Indian Contract Act, fraud refers to certain acts committed by a party to a contract or with their conveyance or by their agent with the intent to deceive another party. See, it is giving me the answer. And again, I can keep on asking the follow up queries at hand. So these are the examples that clearly, proves that while you are searching with the AI search, you actually don't have to, put your time on framing the question. You are just typing whatever came to your mind and you are searching for that. While on the other hand, with keyword search, you have to think through it. Even the keyword search is very, very relevant because, in keyword search, I'm actually getting the uh, n number of cases, right? I'm actually getting the cases that are relevant for me. But if I want to, check that whether it is just check the answer to my legal question, then I will have that. Can we get the RERA orders and sections in Manupatra? Yes, we can get that also. Can you tell again how to search query? Yes, for the query, we have another examples as well, right? We'll do it together. I have made ample of examples for the query thing, right? So for query thing, all you have to do is go to Manupatra, log into Manupatra, click on AI search. Just after clicking on AI search, just type your query. Like evolution of article, let me type 21 of Constitution. Right, I'm just typing my query. So all you have to do is just go to AI search, ask the question, and you'll get the answer. There are no steps involved in between. Is it clear? Okay, so Manupatra, yes, Manupatra is used for law because we have all the kind of legal material. But does that mean that only the lawyers are using it or only the legal fraternity? I would say not exactly, because even for the academics part, you have to research. When I'm typing something which is saying that give me evolution of this thing, give me theory of this thing in jurisprudence, in anything that you are teaching wherein you would want the analysis part. So in that case also the faculties, they are using Manupatra. Not necessarily that you have to give a lecture on a specific topic. Even if for yourself you want to understand that, then also. uh, okay, so with other systems, directly if you go to open AI, right, and if you type that query, whatever you are getting, firstly, you will not get citations in it, right? Secondly, you will not get the proper case names in it, right? Thirdly, if you would want to cross check, for that you will always have to go to the open, not the open sources, but the sources that will require the full name of the cases, the citation of the case. I'll give you example, right? I'll give you one example. While we move forward, what we'll do is, let's do it hands on with another open AI tool, right? I'm not saying that you should never use the open AI tool, etc. I'm just briefly explaining that how, when you are using an open AI, how it is always better to use the legal specific tool, right? Yeah, we have foreign case laws also on Manupatra. We have a specific, in table of content sections, you can see we have our, international database in which we have various countries' cases as well. Right. So moving forward, just the question it came, and I have that on my slide, that why legal specific AI tools are better than generic AI tools. So basically, generic AI tools, firstly, they are trained on mixed internet data, right? They may invent cases or citation. You do not understand the court hierarchy. They cannot, be reliably tracked, amendments, overrulings. You can't check that. And answers may sound correct, but they actually lack legal authority. On the other hand, legal specific AI tools, they are built on authorized legal databases. Specifically on Manupatra, everything that you will see, that is already from within the Manupatra's legal database. These are used verified judgments and statutes. They respect court hierarchy and jurisdiction. They allow filtering by court, year, subject, and the outputs are traceable. Right? So legal research, it actually requires accuracy, authority, and accountability. AI, on the other hand, legal specific AI tools, the tools that are not, specifically, they are open tools, they will lack that thing. They will lack the, citation part. They will lack things uh, that are to be incorporated very importantly. Now, next slide. What is AI? What AI is and what it is not. You should always remember that AI is your research assistant. It is a speed enhancer, a tool that analyzes large volumes of legal data to identify patterns. And AI is not a lawyer. It is not a substitute for legal judgment. Not only a lawyer, let me tell you. AI is not engineer. AI is not a faculty. AI is not, a human. AI cannot think beyond a certain point of time. There are people who are actually nowadays, and it is very I won't say sad, but it is not correct that while expressing their feelings also, they're going to AI that, I'm feeling this. I want to tell this to my friend that I'm feeling this. This is the situation. We had a fight. Just giving one example, right? We had a fight. This is the situation, and I'm feeling like this. Now give me a reply that I should give to XYZ friend. Do you really think that to explain, to express your feelings, to express anything that you would want to express, do you need AI for that? You are sending your emotions to someone. You are sending things that are in your head, going on in your head. And I'll tell you, if and I've seen people, if you'll use AI for these small things now, when I will meet you in person or anyone will meet you in person, trust me when I say this, you will not able to explain what you are feeling. You will be blank. You will just be blank. If I want to say that I'm happy, I am telling AI that AI, please tell my friend that I'm feeling happy, these are the circumstances, and AI is giving you that wonderful result, that wow, I had, I had a great time with you, it was very good, I'm feeling happy, this that. And you are just giving that prompt to it, and you are just giving that, pasted answer to that. But no, it is not correct. Even in legal research, even in academia, even while expressing your feelings, even while, even in the case of engineers, doctors, etc., you should not rely on AI blindly, right? Obviously take help of it. There are times when, while emailing things, etc., we use AI. That you are taking everything from AI. One thing is, okay, so I'll give you one example. One thing is that I have a letter that I have made it myself, right? And I would want that letter to be a bit, professional. So in that case, I have made that letter, and I'm giving AI that, okay, make it as it is, but just professionally. But the intent, the content, etc., keep it same. That is taking help of an AI. But putting up a prompt that, draft a letter altogether in which this is the case, and you are not even drafting that properly, this is not correct. Because abhi ke liye to, you are able to do it, you are like, wow, brilliant result. But trust me, even if AI goes off for half an hour, right, you will not be able to express that thing. You will not be able to reply to that very important email without the help of AI. And I've seen people, they are not even, sure of how do we write the subject. What they are doing is that in the mail body itself, they are writing subject and then dash, and then you never write the subject in the mail body. Subject is that thing which is there itself. You have to type the subject where it is written. But now, because of AI, because it is giving the subject, so people, everyone is copying the subject. And I, personally sharing from my experience as a legal editor and outreach coordinator, I get many outreach emails, not pointing out any specific student or faculty or anything, but the pattern that AI gives, right, it is same in all the emails nowadays. 2 years ago, when I used to see those emails, those were very simple, very to the point. I was very easily able to comprehend that, and I just replied. But now when I'm seeing the emails, my God, I mean, even if, someone is saying that, thank you so much, Manupatra, for collaborating with us, they are writing 20-liner email that, oh, we, give gratitude to you and give this, that, this, that. And I'm like, okay, what do they have to say? What is the intent behind that? I have to read that. Sometimes I feel that have we done something wrong, because the mail is so big that I have to go through the entire email. So don't do that. Just, be very simple. Human touch is human touch. You should never forget that thing, right? Okay, moving forward. Introducing the tools. Manupatra AI app introduce you. What it does, it understand legal question, find relevant case laws. It is helping to start your research correctly. It is reducing the time spent on trial and error searching, like we just saw. Right. Now, keynote. Manupatra AI search assists in finding law, not deciding law. We have put this in every slide, almost every slide of our PPT. Do AI search, do everything, but do not, say that this is the decided draw. Do not stop over there. Always use your analysis. Right. So someone was saying that, if we can do the examples, of course, I have all these examples over here. Let's quickly do a few of them. Right. Now on Manupatra AI search, we can also type the query and make the facts of that query, right? Not only the question, but let's say that I am a lawyer, and I have to check whether it can be done or not. Right. A and B, they entered into a contract for a supply of goods. B delayed delivery beyond the agreed date, claiming market disruption. Can A terminate the contract and claim damages? Right. This is a question. Let me go to legal search. Let me type, no, sorry, let me go to AI search, and let me just type out my query. And someone was, also saying whether we can do it on the open AI. Let me go to chat GPT, right? And let me type the same query in ChatGPT also that I'm typing over here. Just taking one example of ChatGPT because usually people use this. That is why I'm showing it. So same query, right? It is giving me the answer. You can see it is giving me the exact answer that I would want. Of course, my query is very well framed, so it is giving me the answer. But can I, as a lawyer, I'm talking, right? Can I really see the case at hand? No. Can I really see the sections? No. Can I really see? It is a very generic conclusion. Like it is something like, I am asking someone that, can I make this? And he's saying, yes, you can make this. But whether what are the ingredients, right? What is required for that? What is the essence for that? That we'll see on our Manupatra's AIC. It is giving me the case names which ChatGPT is not giving. You can see no case name is there. No case name at all. Analysis part, when I go to the analysis, it is giving me a very good analysis. The co-legal framework for the user's query is primarily governed by Indian Contract Act, primarily section 55. Can you see any kind of section reference over here? I can't. I can't see any section reference, right? Can you see the case name and case citation? So citation is the unique number of a case. So this is making me sure that I have a backed up case for each query that I'm typing, right? Regarding B, so it is, you can see it is giving me proper analysis regarding A, regarding B. For damages, you can go for this section. These are the case laws at hand. Practical guidance also, it is giving me A's position is strong if the contract explicitly made time for the essence or if B's delay is substantial and unexcused. Is it giving me that thing? No, it's not. So you're seeing directly we can compare the difference between a legal tool and AI specific, open AI specific thing. Open AI will take information from all the sources that it has, right? On Manupatra, it will take specific, very, very specific from the legal database, 25 years of legal database that we have collected, not only of 25 years, even before that, since 25 years, our company is there, right? So it is putting up everything, every kind of case law, every kind of analysis that is required, it is taking that. So you can clearly see the difference while you are typing it on the OpenAI platform and while you are typing it on Manupatra, right? Let me take another example. Okay, this is interesting. A government employee is placed under suspension pending inquiry and continues under suspension for 3 years. Is such prolonged suspension legally sustainable? Very, very, interesting query. Let me see whether I'll get the result or whether I have to reframe my query. Sometimes it is required that you also reframe your query because whatever I'm typing might be a bit lengthy, might be something, but no, I don't have to reframe it. Okay, the core legal framework for governing the suspension of government employee in India is rooted in service law, administrative law, and constitutional principles, particularly Article 21, Article 14, and it is also giving me the rules, right? It is also giving me all the cases. Let me again type this query on OpenAI. No, okay, it is saying no, and it is just giving me pointers. Okay, it gave me Article 14, but did it, give another articles at hand? No, it only gave me Article 14. And on here, over here, it is giving me 21, 14 rules, and then the analysis, and then the case laws. But OpenAI is not giving me that. Right? Are you now able to understand what I was trying to say in the beginning, that why legal specific tools are very, very important than the OpenAI platform? Of course, I'm not saying that you should not use OpenAI. You can use it for various other things. You can even use it for the legal research part. But why AI specific is better is what we just saw right now. Another product that we have is ManuWorks AI. What ManuWorks AI does, very simply, when you have a very big judgment, right? You can summarize that judgment. You can ask questions from within the judgment. You can draft legal opinion. You can also, uh, create a timeline. You can also compare a document. You can also analyze a document. Let's see how ManuWorks AI works, right? I had uploaded two documents, right? Which were the basically the rent agreements on Manu AI, and this was the result. But we'll start from the beginning, that how it looks. Okay, so before that, I just want to make a very quick announcement for Manupatra AI. All you have to do is please email. I'm putting up the email. Contact. Okay, okay, it is contact@manupatra.com. Right. For some reason, I'm not able to type the @ thing. Okay. So contact @manupatra.com. Just register, sign up for the free trial on Manupatra AI, ManuWorks AI. See, ManuWorks AI. This is the ManuWorks AI. Just sign up for the free trial, which you can see on my screen. Right. Just sign it up for that. And please email on this mail ID on Monday, that is tomorrow, that you would want to have the free access. You are from the very, very simple line of email that you are from the FDP. In the subject line, you can mention FDP and free trial, right? We will give you the access of the free trial and you can have that. So because we were not able to generate for this one, because it required email ID authentication, etc. Therefore, we gave you for the Manupatra AI that you can use till 10th. Even this, when the credits are over, till then you can use the ManuWorks AI as well, right? So just give the email and we will access. You're welcome. Okay, so we'll see ManuWorks AI. What does it do? So ManuWorks AI is basically that the specific tools together. It is for lawyer. It is basically a lawyer's toolkit, right? You can generate a summary, you can draft something, you can translate something, you can use the OCR, you can do timeline generation, you can ask questions, right? You can compare documents. Everything you can do at one hand. Let us generate a summary, right? I have a very big file and I would want to generate summary, right? Let me use this one. Okay, submit. This is the main document, and now this will generate a summary for me. So this is a actually a very, very relevant toolkit that we have for the lawyers. Very, very important toolkit. So it will just take a while to generate the summary, right? What I did was I just uploaded one document. Okay, so before the generating summary part, I would also want to tell you that why we need to understand that we want a gist of a cases. So whenever you are getting a gist of the case, that doesn't mean that you are only relying on the AI. When we want a gist, we just want to understand what are the basic, things that were discussed in the case. Just a second, I think there is some network issue at my end. I'll just re-upload it. Yeah, okay. So while this is going on, I was just explaining that, whenever I'm generating a summary, or whenever, I am, um, finding, searching for a document, right? That doesn't mean that I'm heavily relying on that. It's just that I want to understand that I am not able to get the relevant, important things in that summary, in that, judgment, or I'm not able to understand the gist of it. So just for that, I can take help of the AI, so that it will understand, it will make me understand that how, the case, what does it mean, and, how it is helping me, or how, I can use it in argument framing, etc. Okay, while this is going on, we can just take another example on AI search, right? And we can compare it with the Manupatra Manu search, right? Now, let me type a query of T. Over here, what I'm doing is I have a Boolean search option that I've just used, right? And I'm getting the case laws at hand. Someone was also telling me whether, it will only take the cases from the Indian courts. No, it can also take the cases from the international court. All I have to do is I have to look for the international data. I have to search for the international filter that I have, and I can look for that. See, it is giving me that document like this. All the case laws are there. Now, okay, when I'm searching, let me complete this part. When I'm searching for it, I also can look for the cited most case, the decision date, newest, oldest, court name, etc. But on AI search, I have a very simple answer. I have the question, and then I have the answer to it. I have the analysis part, and then I get the case laws. Now, the summary. See, this was the original document. This is the summarized document. Summary of Supreme Court judgment, right? Konkan Railway key issue, background, relevant statutory provisions, appointment of arbitrators, everything. It is giving me a, summarized version by, giving the specific headings also. How much time will we get? Okay, so we'll give you the credits, right? We will give you the credits for that, and till then the credits are over, you can use it, right? Okay, so till then the credits are over, you can use it, but those will be valid till 10th of January. But if your credits are over before that, then it to extend that, you have to have the subscription. Okay, so this was the generate summary, in which I saw that how do using the document, which was the case at hand, I can generate the summary, which is giving me the heading, which is giving me everything at hand. Right. Now, translator also. I can also translate documents. Sometimes in law, we have documents which are not in the desired language that we want. Right. So, let me pick up any document, and let me see, whether it can give me that particular case in English language, which is already understandable by me. Right. So over here, I have, added the judgment, which is in a separate language, which is in a different language, and I want to see whether it will give me the results in English or not. It will take a bit time because it is actually translating my original document. So that is why it is loading. See, this is the original document, and this is the translated version. It has actually given word by word the document. I can download this document. I can email this document. I can also print this document. Right. Now, another thing, I also have OCR. So sometimes what happens is you have handwritten notes or you have things which cannot be selected. So when you are using this OCR thing, right? Very simple. You can see while even explaining these are actually self-explanatory because I'm just adding the documents and I'm getting the relevant result, right? So in OCR, what I'm doing is I had the handwritten notes and I would want to make it into a clickable written version. See, it is so easy. It is converting my handwritten notes to a very understandable languages. Sometimes, what happens is even we are not able to, comprehend what we wrote. So in that case, it is very useful. Uh, Yes, yes, it translated the exact language, right? Manupatra AI paraphrase written context. See, in the drafter tool, it will draft for you, right? But of course, since it is by AI, you have to have your own words. You have to analyze that, right? We will do the drafter thing also that you are asking. Now, timeline generator. For timeline generator, what I have is that let me, pick up any case, Hindustan Constructions case I'm opening, and I want to understand the timeline of it, right? कि कब case में क्या हुआ? That is called the timeline, right? That in that particular case, what all happened? See, serial number one, tender notice. Date also it is giving me, performance guarantee issued, contract awarded to HCCL. So it is actually making my life very, very, very easy because trust me when I say this, lawyers, they actually have to prepare the list of dates. So this is actually doing that thing for me, right? I'm just putting in the document, uploading the document, not typing, I'm uploading the document and it is giving me the desired timeline for that. Whole timeline you can see. Each and everything is there. Now, you can also ask questions. You can upload a judgment and you can ask questions within it. Let me open this judgment only, right? And I would want to ask the questions related to this judgment. Any question I can ask, supposingly, what are the real facts? I'm asking, AI will go through the document, will search within the document, and then AI will give me the valid result. Right? So you can see AI is giving me the brief facts of the case, right? It is giving me heading wise the contract, the dispute, the court ruling. So it is giving me everything. So all I did was I uploaded a judgment and I asked the question. Now I can also compare documents that we started from, right? I have a rent agreement and I would want to compare the rent agreements and I'm submitting it. Those document one, document two. So what it will show me is it will give me the relevant result. See, rent agreement one, rent agreement two. And it is giving me in red and in blue what are the difference in the document. So since these are two different documents, it is actually highlighting that for me. It is making my life that easy. Now, lastly, we will do the drafter tool, right? Draft or anything between A and B where where A sells his cars to B and B Is in advance. Very simple question. There is a contract between A and B where A sells his cars to B and B pays in advance. Now it will draft for me also, right? I can compare, compare information, facts, etc. See, agreement for sale of motor vehicles, agreement between A and B, whereas it is giving me everything. Just by a query, a simple query, it is giving me the relevant result. If my query would be a bit enhanced, the results would have been more enhanced. Let's say I would also type, had mentioned the amount, the date, the name of the parties, then it will automatically fill that thing also. But does that mean that you just have to copy paste? No. Always check for the relevance, right? Prompting is not the end. The output is the first draft, right? This is the first draft that we got. You have to read and refine, add your own legal analysis, use it to brainstorm, use it to cross question, use it to list scenarios and options, because AI improves efficiency, not legal wisdom. Human judgment always remains central, right? So thank you so much, and I hope that in this session you also got to know that how do we use AI for our legal research, what are the available tools, what is the difference between AI specific tool and the tools that are not AI specific. Can we upload yes, yes, of course you can upload anything and ask questions. So if there are any doubts, I'm happy to take that.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a very practical session. We are opening the Q&A session. Please ask
Yes, yes.
questions.
Can you once tell about drafting by this? Okay, so drafting ke liye, what we did was we went to Manuworks AI, right? In the drafter tool, there was a tool named drafter, right? I had just typed my query in the drafter. So what I did was Manuworks AI, we have the drafter tool, right? I got started and I just typed my query and I got the draft, right? And I am also happy to take the feedback of the session in the chat box. If I may also get the feedback so that it will be helpful for me.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, yes.
Say there is a complex case involving 10 to 12 prosecution witnesses, even more are there sometimes.
Right.
Can can Manupatra AI help me if I upload
Yes.
the documents or otherwise also in preparing the cross? Because nowadays there are so many interlinking, so many other things which are
Right.
usually yeah,
Right.
the complexity increases once there is a, you can say, multiplicity of this thing,
Right.
litigation among the so
Right.
can I get help in preparing cross in state cases or otherwise also, say check bounce NACT cases, MACT
Yeah.
cases?
Yeah. See, so the drafter tool, you also saw that there we also can upload the documents, right? While uploading the various documents, you can tell that, give that prompt to the AI that just, give me the, draft for that you are giving. And you can also tell them that see the scenarios, see the things that are amended or the dates or etc. You can give that prompt and you'll get that thing as well. So yes, of course you can do that. You can upload the judgment. It will take that and it will give you the relevant result.
Not the judgments, ma'am, the trial documents.
Yeah, the trial documents also you can upload and you can get the draft for that. The trial documents also, while you're uploading, you will get the relevant draft for that using the information that you have and using the information that can be, the cross references, linking, etc. It will give everything to you.
Okay, ma'am, I will try. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Any other doubt? Okay, cost For cost also, please reach out to contact@manupatra. It just starts from rupees 5,000 subscription. Once the credits are over, then you can just buy that again for 5,000, and then over then again. There is some annual also. You can very well just email on that mail ID, and everything will be there. The demo will also be there. It is not that I have given the demo and now it is only that part. You can also take the demo before the subscription.
Ma'am, we have one more question. Can
Hmm.
Manupatra prepare appeal grounds if the judgment of the trial court is uploaded?
Yes, it can prepare. You just have to upload that and it will provide you the grounds. Can we draft notice, replies? Yes, yes, yes. You can draft everything. See, it will be a much easier. See, this is the drafter, right? Draft professional specialized document effortlessly, right? AI prompts also. Just examples: legal notice, partnership deed, affidavit, right? Memorandum of understanding, power of attorney, complaint, writ petition, plaint for declaration, gift, complaint under Consumer Act, bail, agreement for sale, written statement, will, public notice. These are just examples. Other than that, also you can draft many, many, many things, right?
Ma'am, there is one
Um,
more question.
Hmm.
Content of our documents confidentiality will be maintained, right?
Yes, yes, yes. We maintain the confidentiality because it is only in your account. No one else can access that. Even we can't also access. Can ManuWorks help with writing? Yes, it can. ManuWorks, very simply, you have an article at hand. You upload that article in the upload question and you give the prompt that, please explain me, the prompt, or please explain me that, how do I go about it, or you are just you have certain links and you would want to comprehend that, it will give you free. For free credits, as we mentioned, that please email contact@manupatra and first register yourself in the free trial. So please first register and then ManuWorks and Manupatra, very simply, ManuWorks में हमारे tools हैं, right? We have the tools, the drafter, the OCR, the timeline generator. On the other hand, on Manupatra, we just did the exercises, right? In which Manu search kara tha humne, we got the relevant results of the judgments. So that is for your research and this is for your draft. Yes, yes, it will
hello,
be a full-fledged version.
hello, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Good
we
morning.
have
Yes,
one
yes,
question. Miss
yes,
Renu,
yes,
yes.
yes, yes. Please ask.
Yes. So I wanted to know that, first of all, thank you for such a wonderful session. This is really informative.
You're welcome.
So yes, ma'am. Thank you. So when we are searching on a chat GPT for when we have questions or whatever we are searching,
Right,
the database of chat GPT is basically all the internet, right?
right,
So my
right.
question is, when we are using ManuWorks AI or the Manupatra AI research, AI searches, is the database just the judgments and research papers uploaded on Manupatra or the internet? Why am I asking
Okay.
is this?
Hmm.
Do we rely on the information that is given by the AI? Because on Chat GPT we can't rely.
Exactly. So that
Yeah.
is the only difference. On Manupatra, you don't have information from all over the globe, right? You have trusted legal information that we have
Mhm.
cross-checked and added on our Manupatra tool. So
Right.
only, I will not say that it is only, it is ample of legal judgments, statutes, rules, regulation that is already uploaded, and it will give results
Yeah.
only within that universe. It will
Okay.
not go to the globe for the answers.
Right. Right. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Ma'am, we can take the last question.
Yes.
It asks that how can we write research articles? Please show a demo. If we can use
Okay.
research it for research articles.
Okay. See, for research articles, I was just, telling you that we have a drafter tool, right? We also have the ask questions tool. What we have two options over here, right? Firstly, we can go to the ask question. We can go to the ask question, browse the document, browse whatever it is there, right? If anyone has a research document, we can draft that. Or let's say there's a notice that I have, right? and I'm just typing, I'm just submitting it, and I can just ask the question within that document. Because when you are researching something, right, when you are making an article of something, then what you do is that you upload something, because you have a certain sets of questions, sets of document, and then you say ki, can you please enhance it, right? So in that case also you can help. So since this is not a article per se, what I'll do is I'll go to Manupatra. I'll download any article from here, right? I'll go to articles. So on Manupatra, we also have articles. Okay. So all I can do is I can just download it from here, right? So I can download my article, then I go to Manu Works, and after that, I go to the Ask Questions document. I browse it. I have submitted my document. So this is my primary, you can say, document, right? Write the heading in this article. So what I have told is I have uploaded one article, because for article you will have those documents, you will have those links, right? So I've uploaded those articles, and after uploading those articles, I am able to um, get the relevant question. I am typing the relevant question, and then I'll see that what does it give me, right? So it is thinking, it will elaborate it, it will give me the headings, it will give me the you can also say subheadings, or it will give me the analysis part of that. See, here is your article. Not exactly, I would say, article. Of course, you will have to apply your own mind, you will have to apply your own analysis to it. But yes, it is giving me introduction, it is giving me 6 good pointers: intro, evolution, legal challenges, doctrine, etc. Right?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
So, before we wind up, I would like to summarize today's session. So, ma'am has shed light on how AI is important, how artificial intelligence have different aspects, one which is legal and one which is generic or open AI, and how legal AI research is going to help lawyers, and how AI help the intent behind the query, not exactly the question. Foreign case laws are also there on Manupatra AI, not only Indian case laws, we have international database also. And what AI is not. As ma'am has clearly mentioned that AI is just a tool, not the lawyer itself, and how we also have to use our own analytical skills while using artificial intelligence. So very rightly said, ma'am. We'll take some lessons from it. And to propose a final vote of thanks, Ms. Vaishnava, for sharing your valuable insights and practical knowledge with us today. Your session has been truly informative and enriching. I would also like to thank all the participants for their active presence and organizing teams for their efforts. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a really wonderful session.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting us. It is always a
Thank you so
pleasure
much.
to collaborate with you. And in future also, we are really looking forward to more such sessions. Thank you so
Thank you so
much,
much.
Kalpesh
Thank you.
ji. Thank you so much, Anmol.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much,
So
ma'am.
I think I would say this is the first time I also looking at the this recently, because so many products are there. I am touched with Manupatra for so long. This is the first time I am seeing this feature. So it's a great. I can see from the response also, and I will talk to Priyanka ma'am also. Please give me access so I can
Sure.
see. Thank you.
Sure, sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much, ma'am. Ratsa, we can stop the recording and end the meeting.
Shall I leave?